Let's get started on another day. Let's go! Starting another news roundup on the channel with more information about the Washington Commanders. Another quick, objective, and very up-to-date video about the Commanders. If you're new, subscribe. There are daily videos on the channel and you'll stay super well informed. When you watch a video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps, strengthens the channel, and motivates me to continue. To begin, here's the update. The situation in Las Vegas has soured completely. The Condor no longer hides his discontent after the Raiders' 3-14 season in 2025. He wants to win now, and Washington, with Dan Quinn and Jaden Daniels, emerges as the perfect destination for him to return to the playoffs. But here's the catch. Vegas GM John Spytek is asking for the world. According to Adam Schefter, the starting price is a Micah Parsons-style package. For those who don't remember, Parsons was traded from the Cowboys to the Packers last year for 2 first-round picks and a Pro Bowl starter, Kenny Clark. Adam Peters has a mathematical problem on his hands. He's already spent a good portion of our 2026 pick pool in trades for Laramie Tunsil and Deebo Samuel. What we have, the 7th overall pick in 2026, and what we don't have, our 2nd and 4th round picks in 2026, went to Houston for Tunsil. Giving up the 7th overall pick and another first-round pick in 2027 for a 28-year-old, almost 29, player coming off meniscus surgery is a huge risk. On the other hand, Crosby is an all-pro who plays 100% of the snaps and would instantly transform our 27th worst defense into an elite unit. Experts say no one will pay what the Raiders are asking due to Crosby's age and injury history. If the price drops to a first-round pick and a solid player, Washington needs to be the first to call. With $75 million in cap space, paying his contract isn't the problem. The problem is the price of renting him in draft picks. The stage is set. On one side, the best pass rusher available. On the other, a team desperately needing a star defender. Would you accept giving up our 7th pick in 2026 and another starting defender to bring in Maxx Crosby? Or do you think it's better to use that pick to draft a young player like David Bailey or Reuben Bain Jr.? Your opinion matters on this channel. Write it. Changing the subject, here's an update. Last Thursday, the Commanders announced they will terminate cornerback Marshon Lattimore's contract before the opening of free agency. The termination frees up $18.5 million in salary cap space for 2026. Since there's no guaranteed money remaining, Washington will not suffer a dead cap penalty. In 2024, Adam Peters gave up 3rd, 4th, and 6th round picks to the Saints for the veteran. In the end, he only played 11 games with our team. There's no denying it. The Lattimore who arrived in D.C. wasn't the same as the one from his Pro Bowl days in New Orleans. In 2025, he was one of the worst cornerbacks in the league in terms of plays allowed. Besides injuries, he only played 9 games last season, he seemed to have lost his touch against the faster receivers in the NFC East. The criticism now falls on the front office. Was it worth burning 3 draft picks on a veteran who didn't deliver as expected? The 2025 roster started the year as the oldest in the NFL, and this release signals that Dan Quinn and Durante Jones finally want to inject young blood and speed into our secondary. With Lattimore's departure, the Commanders now have over $96 million available in cap space, including other moves. This makes Washington the most dangerous team in the free agency that begins on March 11th. The names already circulating behind the scenes to replace number 2 are Sauce Gardner, if the Jets don't apply the tag, Asante Samuel Jr., a young and aggressive target, 2026 draft, use the number 7 pick to pursue an elite cornerback like Will Johnson or Benjamin Morrison. The gamble on Lattimore was an expensive mistake, but now Adam Peters has the money needed to fix the damage. I want to know what you think. Do you agree with immediately releasing Lattimore to save those $18 million? Or do you think we should have tried a contract restructuring to keep him as a mentor to the younger players? Comment below in the comments section. Now to wrap up today's updates.
With the opening of free agency approaching in March, Nakobe Dean's name has started gaining traction behind the scenes in Washington. The former Georgia star and current Eagles linebacker is about to become an unrestricted free agent, and the scenario for him is interesting. Elite talent, in 2024 he had the year of his life with 128 tackles. In 2025, even playing only 10 games, he achieved a career high with 4 sacks. The king of the blitz, experts like Matt Bowen at ESPN claim he is the best linebacker in the league pressuring the QB. The problem is he is labeled as injury-prone. Dean hasn't played a full season since 2017 in high school and has missed 21 games in the last 3 years. SpotTrack projects Nakobe Dean's market value at $7.9 million per year. For a 25-year-old with his salary cap, that's a bargain price. For Adam Peters, who was an extremely cautious general manager with the salary cap, this is the famous redemption signing. Washington could offer a short-term contract, 1 or 2 years, with performance incentives. The plan, if he stays healthy, you have a Pro Bowler for a pittance. If he gets injured, the financial impact is minimal and you still have the draft to fill the spot. Dan Quinn and coordinator Durante Jones' system requires fast linebackers who can patrol from one sideline to the other. Nakobe Dean has the football IQ to be the quarterback of the defense, organizing the plays, something we will lose with the departure of veteran Bobby Wagner. Pairing him with Frankie Louvu would create the fastest and most aggressive linebackers Washington has had in decades. Is Nakobe Dean a risk? Absolutely, but the award could be the missing piece for our defense to finally climb out of the NFL's bottom tier. Would you rather spend $15 million on a seasoned veteran, or would you rather pay $8 million and bet on Nakobe Dean's explosive potential even with his injury history? Next, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell because this renewal could happen at any moment, and I'll bring you the updates here. We're in this together. Thanks for everything, and let's go Commanders!